All right, good morning, good morning. Testing 1, 2, 3. Just making sure our microphone's working okay here. I think we are good to go. All right, perfect. All right, cool. Let's get on with it, guys. Let's take a look here what happened from yesterday. Let's look at what's going on here today so far overall. Take a look at some key levels that we're paying attention to. So looking at the hour, let's start on the hourly chart here. So hourly chart, I've been leaning towards 29,000s. Obviously 30,000 we've been auctioning between 500 and 30,000. So we could see from July 14th we had this nice rotation back up to 30,000. And then of course we had this big sell-off yesterday, which was a pretty awesome day for us. Found some support at 500, and then from there we could see we started basing back inside that value area. Actually, we're still back inside, or we were back inside overnight of yesterday's value. Now we're beginning to expand under 500. So for me coming into the session, if we are able to fail above 500s, I'd be looking for a continuation move lower. Looking at 29,000s is our big level down below. So kind of just paying attention to that. And that's it. Obviously we posted the full breakdown in the Discord, but that's kind of keeping it simple here for the stream. Let's take a look at where we're at with our expected moves for the session. So we're already at our expected low at 29,366s. Let's take a look at the size of the range today. Not too shabby, about 3,400 ticks. And then let's also take a look at our lug levels. So we can see that yesterday we sold off from yellow, we hit blue, printed a new set of lug levels, and then of course we started chopping around actually right in between our orange level at 774 and yellow, and we finally have broken down here on the 15-minute. So we've expanded away from it. We are finding some support now around 400s, 350s. So what I'd like to see here coming into the open is price maybe attempting to push up some more. I would like to see price maybe get back above 500 and then possibly from there fail. That's kind of the plan here. Obviously we've got this structure down below here, 306s. So we're just going to watch and see if we can actually take that level out. And then if we can, then there's really nothing stopping us be able to get at least to the structure here at 298s, and then even further down below that. So big levels today is going to be the 500 level. That's going to kind of be where we can really start understanding how they're going to play the game going into today. We know that today we're in negative gamma. Dealers are short gamma, so we can expect more accelerated moves. We should be looking at possible strong trend. So should be a good day. Should be a good day. We had some news releases at 8:30 as well. Let's just see how things unfold here. 9:20. All right. Get my tools going here. I'll be watching for that 500 X3 level here. We start approaching, and then of course we have our 6 a.m. open at 5:31s. We'll see how price deals with that if we can get to that level. And that's it. All we can do. Try not to get too locked into a pre-market game plan. It's just important to understand the levels, where people are positioned, where the dealers are positioned, what kind of environment we have coming into the session. Obviously, that can change. know, yesterday it came into the market with, I guess, a somewhat of a bullish lean, but obviously, you know, we shifted, and of course, we got to stay coachable to the chart because things change in an instant, and I think that's kind of a important thing to pay attention to, right? All right, so let's see here as we start pushing into 500s. And same plan as always. We're going to be looking for our little base hits, start, and we're going to see what we can do to capture like 100 points for the session and try to wrap it up. So typical first trades will be 15 to 25 points targets, and maybe we can get in line 10 a.m., 10:30, depending on the layout of the battlefield. Maybe we can catch the bigger plays. So far, every day we've caught some pretty decent runners. Yesterday was a little bumpy at the start. Instead of catching my two base hits, caught two cuts, right? Two stops, right off the rip. I mean, that's not a problem. That's you know, it's okay. You know, the more important thing is once you start the day negative, how you handle your trading, right? Because for some folks, you know, they take a loss, they get triggered, and you know, they start doing all the bad stuff. So we'll see how things open up here. 8 minutes here till the session. New York opens. What's going on here? We're new here. What you're seeing is our Renko charts. We obviously use 3 different things. We're using gamma levels and dealer positioning. We're using order flow, and we're using Renko. Renko's the execution layer. Now, don't have a lot of real estate for the live stream, otherwise it gets pretty cluttered. I tried showing all my charts all at once, and it's almost useless because you can't really see anything. So I'll be cycling through the different charts throughout the stream here. But let's see our game plan coming into the session. We already know what levels we're going to be paying attention to. We kind of have a plan here. I say kind of have a plan because how many times can you have a plan and ends up not working out for you, right? So I prefer to just allow the first couple minutes to unfold, and then from there start seeing if we can position ourselves. Add the bar timer right here. All right, we're beginning to see some sellers pressing here at 475s. So watching 75 level here. Let's see if we get some support or some bids that start coming in around 450, 425s. I'm leaning bearish, obviously. I'm kind of thinking that we fail under 29,500s. Maybe we start pushing back down to 400s. crack 400s, then we'll be looking for 300s. 300s. The main target's 29,000. Our open price at 9 a.m. is 29,392s. We've had some pretty strong sell-off since what time was this? Pretty consistent pressure to the downside from 2 a.m. So all of London session has been bearish. So we'll see if we get continuation. Continuation to the downside. Got 4 minutes left here. How's everyone doing today? Remember, this is just for entertainment purposes. You will see me call out my trades. I will take trades. Doesn't mean that you should take those trades. Obviously, you've got to make your own decisions. Just for entertainment purposes, more so for my entertainment, because trading can be pretty boring. so, so it's good to have someone to talk to, if you know what I mean. Make some money, guys. Let's make some money, guys. Gotta take it easy here at the open. S&P's is my chart not moving. Oh no, my S&P chart. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's set for RTH hours. All right. So our overnight low is 29,361. Is that right? Overnight high is right around 750s. All right, we're getting some volume starting to pump. Let's see. Look, build some nodes down below on QQQs at 715. There. 30 seconds, guys. Good luck. See if they can rip 500s. All right, 10 seconds. Put the news guy on. There's the pump for 500s. Want to see that move to 500. S&P gap down. 5 pushing up. SPX selling off. See if they bounce here on the S&Ps. 500s, yeah, they just cleared 500s. All right, we tested that 531 level, which is the back under 500s. Let them try again here. Let's see if they can get back above 500s. we start cracking, start looking for the play. We're just watching this 547 level. Maybe we get up to our 547 level here. See, they're still pressing here. They're trying to press up. Let's see what happens. Might be it right here. Let's see. Not ready yet for me though, but that would be a possible refailure there at 500. So that's that. Two tries, but that would have been the first trade right there on that reclaim of 500. Quick scalp, but I didn't take it. Okay. It's not working. Look here. Here we go. So that would have been the short right there, guys. Tried above the 500 twice. There's a failure. I didn't take this, so I'm not in the trade at the moment. This is it. I think this is going to be where we start seeing expansion now to the downside. We fell back above 466s. That made it real easy. Okay, my audio does work. Okay, it's just quiet. Got it. All right. Catch continuation short here. Let's see. I'm not in the trade. I'm just watching. Probably gonna let the 15-minute opening range get set since I missed that initial entry from 500s. So that would have already been 100 points. And we get that short. ATR is currently at 94 on the minute. Is this going to be a reclaim here? Let's see. We're going to test the 466s. This is maybe our opportunity to participate. Watching here. Wait. Yeah, I guess that was the opportunity for the reentry. It came back and retested the 930 open at 466s. Failed here at New York Open and then reclaimed fairly below 450s. And that would have been the entry trigger right there. Easy. Okay, so that would have been the second one. I didn't tape it, but that's cool. It's all good. I'm just chilling, waiting. Just watching this level here at 400s. 9 o'clock candle now is beginning to press and turn from green to red. Let's see if they're going to be able to get some speed through these lows. Should see some amplification here of this move. We should see some aggression here. We do have a major negative level down at 346s. So that can definitely be an accelerant if we get through that level right there. See price really just. We'll see. Let's watch. Here we go. Buyers are trying to defend this 400 level. I'm going to try short here. Let's see if we can get the move. Why I didn't trigger there. Count on. Yeah. We're in that short right now. Looking for my base hit. I get my base hit. Looking for that move down to 346s. See if we can get it. Use my hotkeys to trail. Take my base hit. Put my target up. Full target already hit. Cool. That worked out. There was the entry. Quick little short there. Using major negative level here. At 4.7s is the magnet. So that right there was. Oh, how many points is that? 50 points. Cool. 50 points. Oh, okay. Copy traded that. Okay, cool. All right, that works. But we should just see this thing continue just to trend downwards, right? So this is one of those days. So this is the days that everybody is hoping for, right? Don't make the mistake of trying to fade this. This is not the type of market you want to be counter trend trading. You've noticed so far every long has failed, right? Every buy, every pop has dropped, right? So this is the market where we're selling into the buyers. The buyers are trying to get bullish here, right? And as soon as they fail, and these failure swings are going to be these dots here. That's what we use, combining that with our key levels. So this first scenario, I mean, it's pretty much uniform, step by step here. What happened? We opened up, we cracked 500. That was the main level that I was looking at from pre-market. I mean, just pull up an hourly chart. It's kind of obvious. And then we can just see how they attempted here. We got the high. Buyers tried to get the higher high, couldn't do it. And then we cracked right here, back under 500, above 500, below 500, above 500, below 500. We had some aggressive large buys coming in right at 500 on the way up, and then they were nowhere to be found. And then once we end up taking out this guy here, these early buyers, we start seeing the buyers attempt to get back in control. And then right here, they had the opportunity, they failed to do so. And the sellers just chewed right through those bids. And then we just see the expansion. And then we get to our next level here, 400, which is pretty much within that zone of the 9 o'clock hour, that base. And we can see price did get some pop here. But then same scenario, the buyers had their chance. They could have taken control on this pullback, and they couldn't do it, right? They couldn't do it. So once we see that double failure here again, boom, there's the next leg, take it down. And again, you know, with this process, you don't necessarily, I mean, it depends on you what you're trying to accomplish, but literally just level to level, level to level. And you can just scalp this out and target your 25 to 50 points or whatever it is, and then be done. Do that 2-3 times and you're good. And that's why it's great, you know, when you can scalp futures, because it's pretty quick. You're in and you're out, especially in negative environments like we're in right now. So negative gamma means that we're going to see trend trading type behavior, accelerated moves, versus what we had the last couple days, right? Last 2 days, you'll see them, you know, they're consolidating and chopping around the beginning, then eventually market, the environment shifted, dealers ended up getting negative, and then next thing you know, boom, we get big trend. That's why it's helpful to pay attention to these things. And you don't have to know all of it. I mean, I don't know all of it. I'm still learning, you know. By no means am I an actual expert in any of this stuff. But the key thing is just being able to execute, have your plan, and just follow it. And even if your plan is flawed, that's also something you got to take note of, right? Because if you have a flawed plan, no matter how consistent you show up and how much time you put in, if your plan is flawed, it's kind of like a waste of time, right? So that's where your time in front of the charts really matter, because you take a million courses and watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube, but that's not going to save you, right? That's not going to be the thing. So let's see here, as these guys are trying to hold up 300. Maybe we get a bounce now that we've got the 15-minute opening range set, and maybe we can get more short, more trades going, more opportunities. That first trade was pretty decent for me, so it's like, okay, cool. I already kind of like hit 50 points. So I don't know. I'm like just gonna wait a little bit. I don't necessarily need to rush into this. Take a look what's going on with the map here. Pull this up real quick. We can kind of see what's going on across the big three. So all three are at negative gamma right now. We have POCs below on the SPX, SPY. POCs above QQQ. Oh, the POC just shifted there on the SPY, it looks like. So this POC just shifted up, right? So it went from 700 on QQQ now to 710s. Oh, thanks, man. Get that. I hope it helps. I hope it helps. We just started live streaming again, I think 2 weeks ago. I was streaming a few years back, and then I moved it inside my group. And now we're back on YouTube again. It's been fun. It's been cool. It's been good so far. So this thing's gonna keep melting down. I mean, my main target on NQ is 29,000s. 29,000s. That's where I've been calling for here for like a month now. The price has spent its time doing what it needs to do around 30,000s, right? They use CPI to get back up to 30,000, and yesterday's PPI numbers, right, got everyone fired up, and then it's like, boom, done, right? Trapped everybody. This is the map that I've been paying attention to here for the last, like, well, every day I pay attention to this, but in terms of my reasoning for 30,000, you know, since July 5th, really, yeah, I'd say since actually NFP, right, since the beginning of the month. And they finally got there. They didn't give me a chance to catch this because I think this happened overnight or something like that. Yeah, it happened overnight, and then they ended up pulling all the way back up. So I think we're going to get that move today. Today, 29,000s today. So this is what we wanted to see, right? Them rip into the 500 level and reject. So on the hourly chart, it just looks like a failure swing. Just depending on what terminology you want to use. Some would call this a candle 3, where it takes out the high and the low of the prior candle. Other folks will be looking at this as a fair value gap. So, you know, or whatever. Supply and demand traders here, order block traders, whatever. Volume profile traders will basically be saying, oh, low volume node rejection, like low volume over here, right? Like, okay, boom. So now let's just watch what happens as we push. It's 10 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. We should see price be able to push through the 300s here. Just crack the 300s. We'll see if they can actually stay heavy under 300. We're seeing some large offers beginning to come in as well. So that's nice. Let's just see what we can get here now. There's a 300. I'll try to claim it. ES is holding up here at its lower targets in GEX4. So we're beginning to see a bounce here on the S&Ps. Not enough to say, oh, reversal, but just kind of noting the area that we're in. We're in this cluster. like we're gonna try to retest this opening range low, so we're back inside of it. So I just popped it back on the chart. What this yellow line represents, shaded box. We can see the buyers are trying to reclaim here, but if we get back down to this little red line here, this could also drop. You should probably see lower prices, but you know, we'll see what happens. Can't just execute yet. We gotta wait. Price is trying to pull back here. Watching here for 95s. If we crack 95s, I'll probably end up taking a scalp on it. Okay, they're back inside and buyers are pressing, so be careful here. Pullback. Okay, watching now. Price is beginning to test 350s. Be testing opening range low. Try again, maybe get another pop here, get another, oops, another one of these, and maybe the failure. Unless the sellers just smash it right now. I mean, yeah. Oops. Not really my entry that I would take, but I'm gonna wait now to see if they give us something. We do have a few minutes left now for the 10 o'clock hour. What I would like to be able to do, but like that 10 o'clock hour, I have a feeling that 10 o'clock hour is going to end up being a small range. We'll see. Back inside the IB, trying to hold price inside this IB. See if they crack it here. I'll keep this. They were in short. Auto trail, break even already. Already at 60 ticks. I'm already going to take some of my partials. I just messed up my order. Go. Full target there hit. Bingo. Another 50 points. Another 50 points, gang. We're up $1,200 on so far for the session. I was actually already up from overnight. I scalped Globex. I think I was up like, I don't know, $400. And then these two trades now. And then we're copy trading a little bit too. So making some money today. I think I hit my target now already, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I use my auto trader to get me to that one, or not my auto trader, my hotkeys, right? So that this because the market moves fast, and I don't want to end up getting trapped and take some sloppy entries. So that entry was literally right on the dot, right? 29,318s, and we just took the exit right here at these lows, the 75. And that's it. Easy peasy. 2 trades. I'm done, guys. I am done for the session for now. We'll wait what happens here in the next 4 minutes. I get another short opportunity to be honest. We'll see. Shall see. Really looking for a deeper move now. Maybe like around 400s, 450s, something like that. Another opportunity here. Nice little spike. The highs here at 350s. So my 2 base hits pretty much ended up taking me to the goal for the day, which was. What up, Jay? How you doing there, buddy? No, that's my that's our we call it so I call that the volatility flip, right? So basically, when you're using Renko, it's all about the structure and distance of price moves within a certain time. So that just shows us the flips, ETR flips, basically. And I don't know why, but they work really well for my settings. I've been using it for a long time, but they just I don't know. I just for at least for entries for me, it's like it's super clean. It's like when you want to get those entries where it's just like momentum, like you get into the trade, it's running. That's what it is with the least amount of risk. Those are the best trades because at that point when those dots hit, it's like you don't really need to risk too much because if you notice like this green dot right here, right? You get in on that dot, your stop loss is either structure low or literally this level 75. Like if we see price closing through 75, you don't want to be in the trade anymore, right? So in this instance, the level was 350. So here's the dot. You just put your stop at 350, and then once it starts moving, then you just turn the trail on and just let it ride. And so that's what the hotkeys help us do, right? The hotkeys help us get into that. So it's called VB. This right here, VBR. So the 2 trades were here. Both of them identical entries too, right? Identical. So there was our level, 425s. Came into the level, boom, hit it. Took it down to our major negative level here at 344s, 50 points. And then just now, same play. This one was kind of an easier situation here at 350. We had some large order flow coming in, big buyers. That's what you want. Let the buyers press, let them press, let them press, and then, sorry, right? Sorry. No, we were definitely not in positive gamma today, my friend. Is negative. Negativo. Negativo. So looking for 400, 450s now as we pull back. 10 o'clock hour, we're opening up inside the prior 10 o'clock candle. Let's see if they stay above the hourly open at 346.50. We'll probably see some consolidation after we've had this nice sell-off here at the open. But we're approaching the POC on QQQs. So we'll see what happens here. It's above, so this means that we might see speed now as price starts pulling towards that level. We might see some acceleration above 350. Take a look at the flows, real-time flows. So You can just see, let's take a look here. Oh, they've turned positive at 958. So flows are beginning to get positive. We'll see how that impacts price. That was a 958. Right when we begin to start seeing that pullback happen. That's cool. Oh, so flip bullish at 959. Close. Now we're beginning to see price push higher. We'll see. Maybe get a retest of 500s. These boys can trade through this, and the next level would be 712s and 715s on QQQs, right? So just know that this is QQQ. Let price breathe, let it do its thing, let it pull back. Don't be too eager. You know, when you trade futures, the most important thing is, I think the most important thing is understanding the timing of price, right? The timing in which things are going to be happening. So 10 o'clock has opened up. We've run up to the 400 level. Okay, so buyers are making an attempt here to recover. So let's see if the sellers are going to be able to defend and take back control of this auction, at least during the 10 o'clock hour. 10 to 10:30. Looks like we're about to. Look at the 400 level. We're already beginning to fail the level. Not enough yet for me to say let's attack, but we can see we're beginning to fail above a level. And then we have our zero gamma level right here. So once we get back below this, you can see where net GEX is positive right now. So currently the market's beginning to shift here. And we'll see, because now if we end up here, this means that we should start seeing price go into more orderly price action. And then we get back below zero gamma, then we get back into the fun action. Fun and exciting stuff that we like to do, right? So we shall see, we shall see. Trying here, these boys. Trying. See if they end up taking this out right here. This might be an early day for me, man. I think I might just wrap it up early here because we've already hit the bag. We grabbed the bag already. So we're chilling right now. Bag and go. Get your bag and go. See if they crack rock. Her. No, they're still holding. They're still playing. They're teasing this level here. 381s. So zero gamma's now 441s. Battling right now. We're back in positive, net GEX positive right now. So we're approaching some levels I'm interested. I'm starting to pay attention here. We're watching this magnet right here at 493s. So price is probably going to end up pulling into that area. We also have a large offer sitting there, so at 500s we can see. So it's two different things, right? This is options dealer positioning here on the left, and what you see on the right is the actual order book for the NASDAQ, right? Actual orders, level 2 data. So it's good when we see it kind of coincide with one another. These guys are gonna, what are they gonna do here? Let's see. Come back and test that New York Open at 466. Is that what they want to do? Pretty big recovery there. Guys might be trying to take out that opening range high. Let's see. So we're approaching that 493 level 500s once again. We'll see what happens when we get there. Another thing to note, NQ held our blue lug level, 29,250s. And we had a massive reaction off that level. So you combine that with that cluster of gamma that we have between 300 and 200, pretty big move, pretty big rotation there. So now we see as we start approaching 500 again, do we end up trading through 500? And then if so, we start looking for 583s. But we've got all this volume here overhead. We'll see if this ends up acting as some type of resistance layer for price. Got to stay coachable to the market structure, the price action, what's happening right now in the moment, right? And of course, it can change. But I mean, obviously, I took my shorts. I was sell side biased. The price is ripping higher. What does that mean? You just gotta wait. Either you wait or you adjust. You shift. That's all you do. It's not that difficult, you know. It's not that difficult. It is difficult, but it's not that difficult. Let me rephrase it. It's simple but not easy to do, right? It's simple but not easy to do. I think that's the right word, right? I think that's the right term. Simple but not easy. ES is already back at the high day for RTH. And we're gonna watch how it interacts now with 7606s. One thing I did not have today was coffee. Jeez. All out. Got that Nespresso machine. Can't just go to a grocery store and get some pods. That's the unfortunate thing where I live. We gotta like drive 45 minutes to go get it. All right, let's see if these boys hold up here. Watching this level here, I kind of like it, but we'll see. Let's see if they're gonna fail the 75 level reclaim. I'm gonna consider a possible scalp here, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna take the scalp, but on a different account here. That other account's already at full profit target for the session. As long as we don't reclaim 75, oh, I'm out. I'm not gonna hold that there. Wait. Back under again. Yeah, try. Oh. See if we can at least get a little bit of a move here. A little target off. Scalp target. There's my 15 points. Turn on the trail. I'll go break even, actually. And then we'll chill. There you go. Another trade. Done. In and out, baby. Let's go. Give it a little bit of a space to cover some commission just in case. We catch another nice trade today. I mean, we already caught two. Let's see if we can catch another one here. Oh, I'm already out on that. Fine. Let it do its thing. Beginning to see some weakness come in. One more time. Okay, I might get stopped out here. Looks like they're reclaiming that level. Yep, I'm out. Okay. Don't want to be trying to force this. We want to wait for the right time. Almost 10:15. Let that 15-minute candle close, do its thing. Got my hotkey press, so I won't get into a trade unless the signal pops up, which I'm cool with that. I can take my scalps. Price is holding up above this open print. There's our camel level. Book map now. Let's watch what the book map has to say. Book map here is we're trying to base here. Above 75s. Under 75? Are they going to be able to stay under 75? That is the question. Try right there. Again, entry. Try twice. Work, it doesn't work, right? Watching 75, are they going to reclaim 75? Holding it, still propping. Probably going to shoot it up one more time here. I'm out on that. So 2 cuts there. Trying to catch that short. Just let the 15-minute candle open up again, do its thing. Offers overhead. Let's see. That 75 level, I mean, they are cracking it, man. Not letting it go yet. Let me give it some time. These buyers definitely trying to break out here, so back in again for a short. I'm seeing the same thing. Be the third time I try. I know I said only try really twice, but I don't know. I kind of like it, so let's see. I don't have a delay. Might be delayed because of YouTube. I have a delay tracker on my trader, so I know it's not. 415s will be the target. See if we can get down to 415s. Bingo. Let's take that initial scalp off. They're not done yet. They're not done playing. But that was a nice little scalp. We're gonna probably push it back down to 415s or for 415s, yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, so when it comes to lag, here's how I know I don't have a lag right here. It says lag 0.0 whatever it is. There's no lag. But thank you for that observation. Yeah, I think YouTube has latency. Not sure exactly what the latency is, but I think it's like seconds, 3 seconds. I guess something we take very serious. All right, let's see if these guys are serious, if they're going to actually buy aggressively support this. If not, then I'm going to reshort it again down here, 459s. Back in short again. Scalp targets, stops break even. Turn on trail. Let's ride it. Let's get down. Let's see if we can get through our zero gamma level here. Oh, they moved it lower. Let's see if we can get that thing down there. It would just be nice and just let it rip. Come on. Let it rip. I mean, we're still positive gamma, so that's why we're seeing this type of price action, right? So NegX is positive at the moment. But that can change. Oh, right now it can change. Let's see. The battle right there. This line at 443s. We're up 30 points. Can we get another little banger here? I'll be holding this target probably for low day if it ends up expanding. If we can get underneath the 10 o'clock open, which is down at 346s, I will hold for even 29,000s. Why not, right? Trailing now, we're up almost 50 points on this trade. There's 50 points. Still contract off here. Okay. Build that contract off. We're up 50 points. 75 was that level, huh? GEX3 was 500. They tagged the 500 level, and then that's it. They're back down again. Wow. Okay. Now we're testing low yesterday's low. All right, tag down on that trail. I think we'll just wrap it up here. I think that might just be the last trade for now. I think pretty decent overall movement. I did take those losses, so I just made back those losses plus some profit on this particular account. And let's just see what they're going to do here. Where's our level now? 274s. That was pretty straightforward, right? I mean, the idea behind this trade. So 500 is obviously an important level. We know this. And then the main thing was watching the action here. So I think I initially took the short right off this reclaim, took the initial target, and then stopped out break even on the runner. Then got short again, thinking that maybe we get the continuation move. Oh, I think we're getting a continuation move right now. Let's see. Yep. They're supporting here at 400. So they're going to probably chop around here. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking going into 10 o'clock, that we would probably see some rangy behavior. That's kind of what happened. Okay, anyway, so took that short there. It was a small little cut on that reclaim, and then took the next one on the failure here, caught that one, and then my runner got tagged break even. So this one was like another 85 ticks, break even on the rest. And then this one here was a nice one, right? We caught that. This little momentum play. That target was 200 ticks. Second target tagged out at 126 ticks. So I'm watching here now to see if we're gonna fail this swing here, or if they're gonna reclaim it, take out these highs one more time. Okay, we're back in business. Let's go. Let's get back in action here. Oh, I'm in short. What the heck? Where's my stop loss there? Okay, there we go. Let's that trail back on. We already at our scalp target, right? I think. I'll take my scalp target there. Stops break even. Always protecting my equity on these funded accounts. Okay, we're up $1,000 now on that. Well, hit a G note on every account. Not too crazy today. See if we can push. See what they're gonna do here. More opportunities. What do these boys want to do? They're not done playing here, I guess. We'll probably wait till 10:30. Let the IB set and then let them run the IB. This might be the continuation right here. Back under 25. So watch the 25 level. You know, got to be careful shorting under 25. You keep defending it. It's also our gamma flip level. So I'd be watching 450s and 400s. Like, that's the range you want to pay attention to. 450s and 400s, right? So for the plays, they're trapping everybody now, right? So now we're in this mode where they're just, so let's not take any action here in this moment. Let them expand and then fail. Always wait for the failure. Wait for the expansion, right? We want to see the strength, then let it fail, then we catch the other side. But I think I'm actually done for today's session, guys. Yeah, we're doing a whole revamp of the group back end. Let me show you what we got so far. I mean, still far from done. Still far from done, but let me just kind of give you a taste of what it's going to look like. This is what we've been working on. So basically what's going to happen is So this is going to basically be like everything in one, right? So log in, you're going to have the game plan. The game plan is going to be built around a variety of things. So obviously gamma levels, daily levels, all the things that we like to look at, kind of frame the session. Then you go create your game plan based on that, right? Your game plan can be based on our game plan. You use our game plan and just add your own. But the point of this is more so for folks who are like really trying to level up their trading and just like build consistency and whatnot. Because what's going to happen is, based on your plan, you're then going to use your journal, right? And you're going to import your trades, and then it's going to compare your ability to execute versus, and this is all dummy data, by the way. This is just kind of demo data, but it's going to compare your actual trading with the game plan, with the outcome of the session, to see how far off were you from following your plan and obviously being aligned with the marketplace. And then from there, eventually you're going to have access to kind of like the AI coaching you, telling you, hey, stop over trading, or hey, this is where you're falling or failing, right? And then of course we'll have all the courses and all that stuff. We'll break it all down. And then of course all the indicators. All the indicators are already being built in and added here, so you can get all the same tools that I use on my charts. You'll see it all up on here. So that's the first beta version. Is probably going to be dropping this week. It's not going to be fully done yet. It's going to probably take a few months for it to have all the bells and whistles. But we're building out all the different. We're building out everything as we speak. So we're going to be pumping it full of crazy data. Crazy data. And then yes, we'll be definitely talking about gamma levels and stuff like that. I'm not an expert at options trading. I just use some of the stuff to help me with my futures trading. I just happen to see how powerful the understanding of net gexes and positioning and all that. I can see it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see how powerful it is. And of course, there's other tools that I'll look at too. Bookmap, I use that when it comes time to execute, and it works for me. It may not work for you. Not everything is for everybody, right? So, it's at the end of the day, you've got to just see how your trades do and take your system and whatever. So these boys reclaimed right off that 410 level. They defended it. So let's now see if they get back to 500s and what happens from there. So 1030 IB about to get set in 5 seconds. And let's see, everyone's anticipating IB break to the high. Flows are still positive, so take a look here. We can see that the flows are still positive, which means they're still buying momentum, right? You can see that bullish flow. But overall flow is bearish, right? So overall flow is bearish. So some divergence there. Price up, net premium down, last 30 minutes. And DOC is still at 710. Yeah, look at this ratio. Watch out, guys. Watch out. Might be another opportunity here, guys. Let them clap somebody real quick first. Let them clap some people. This is that spike potentially, right? So this could be that spike into the level. We look for the failure. This could be it. Could be it. Look at how we rejected the 1030 open immediately. I'm not in anything right now, but this could be it. This could be the clap and then the trap, right? Everyone's clapping. Yay, breakout! I'd be keeping my eye on 29,379. So if we can get down to 29,379, this thing will accelerate to the downside. So obviously that's further down than where we're at right now. But as of now, price is holding 440s, 450s. No trade yet. There's nothing yet. Just waiting. Actually, I'm not even taking any trades. What am I talking about? I'm done. I am done. I don't know about ES shorts. Is that what are you basing that on there, my friend? I don't know about shorts. So 615. Okay, 615. I don't know there, buddy. If I'd want to be a seller yet, man. Boys are impressing. I think maybe you look for call resistance to 25s up to 30s. This cluster above, or maybe something there. Would wait. No, that's the thing with order flow, bro. You see all the orders on order flow, and you're like, I gotta. It looks like a sell. Let's just look at the chart first, and then when you make your decision on the location based on the chart, then you confirm it with the order flow. I think that's the right order of operation. Make your decision based on levels and whatever levels you're using, whether it's gamma, whether it's daily or Ludwig. I would look at it like that first and then confirm it with the order flow, to be honest. The problem is order flow, you'll see a bunch of stuff happening at all times that look bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, pulling and stacking, and you're just like, I mean, unless you're really proficient at putting all those pieces together. All right, let these boys squeeze through. Let them get to 500s. NQ. About to trap some peoples here. Let's see. Let's see. Did that rejection off the 482 level. Still holding here. All right, this might trap some peoples here. They've been trying here. That 75 level has been pretty important, as you can see. Pretty important. Importante. Not done yet. They're gonna clap it up, or are they gonna see what they're gonna do? Careful there, Jay. You're trying to short the ES right now. So this 10 o'clock candle so far has been a inside bar, just, you know, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe. Boom, there you go. That's what's needed right there. That is what we needed right there. We had to break out of that coiling, right? We just needed a release. Release. Finally got some tag there off the 500. Watch out now. Careful as they are testing the 82 level. The 1030 opening price. Buyers will need to step on here to get that continuation move. If they can't, this might be the end of the party for the buyers. We'll see. Nothing yet for me. I'm not trading anymore. I'm not taking any more trades for the session. Moment in time. But just watching with you guys for a little bit. So if I was a buyer, right, there you go. Your footprint right there. You got that large trap volume there. Then we have our key level 500 GEX 3. And then we have our opening print, which technically means that 1030 candles gone from bearish to bullish back to bearish. And now we're sitting on our zero gamma level right here. Once we cross this, this means that we might be seeing this start turning negative gamma, and then we start seeing some amplification to the downside. Jay, maybe you were right after all, buddy. That sell side trade. Maybe you were right after all, man. I was just saying be cautious because that 5 minute was looking spiffy. Hope you caught it though. If you're in it, I don't know. But that was it right there, and that is nice. That is nice. That would have paid some nice little change. 130 ticks, 25 points base hits. You can take 25-point base hits when the ATR is over 100 ticks, right? Over 25 points a minute, so you can easily catch base hits of 25 points. But that's it. That's the setup right there. So now for the bigger expansion, the level I'm watching, 379s. Once we get to 379s, then I would anticipate a low of day at 250. Is that the low of day? I think that is the low of day. Yeah, that would be low of day, 250s. And then from there down to 29,000s. Well, let's see if we get there. If we get there, that'll be interesting. Remember who told you first. Remember who told you first. All right. I don't know, man. I just feel like this market has been pretty straightforward the last 2 weeks. It's been pretty clean. I mean, and been good. Been really good. That was a nice signal, man. That was like textbook right there. Bam. Put all the pieces together. Right? It's not just about the dot, guys. It's about the context, right? It's the context layer that matters. Don't believe the hype. These signals are going to change your life. Don't believe the hype. So take your money and go. Take your money and go. And if it happens to expand beyond that point that I talked about, great. If it doesn't, great. But right now, we can see that this is beginning to break down. Break down. see if these guys are going to be able to defend the 75 level here, 475 level. All right, look at that. The tug of war right now. Tug of war right now. Either side has control as of yet. New 15-minute just opened. I think we gotta just allow the 10 o'clock auction to be complete, right? Let it be done, and then we can move on and see who can take control or take back control. The sellers can take back control, what have you. But right now, these guys are just holding off here at this 500 level. That is our main level here. 75 to 500s. Well, I think I'm going to call the live stream here. It's a short stream. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more opportunities here today, but I think, or at least myself, I'm just going to call it here. So far, pretty good week so far. If you've been in live streams, we've caught some pretty nice runners and bangers, and we've been doing well. So we're going to keep it going. Tomorrow we'll be back, same time. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You jump to the free Discord. I know it's quiet in the Discord. Kind of busy doing other stuff at the moment, but we're just kind of building things up again. If you want to jump on that, feel free to. If you're interested in learning more about our tools and what you see here on the execution layer, Dynasty tradingsystems.com. Check it out. Hit the like button. And thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your session. Take care.